Good morning, class.
Good morning, teacher.
Morning, teacher.
Teacher.
How are you feeling today?
Good.
I'm feeling very
Good.
well.
That's
Well,
great.
teacher.
That's good. Me too. I'm feeling very great today. So today, I'm going to play a video for all of you and I want you to focus on the video. Can you do that?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, great.
Okay, class, who would like to do problem 3 on the board?
Every year we hear of dramatic natural disasters. Let's look at some of them. First of all, a volcanic eruption, where suddenly a river of lava flows down the volcano, covering the ground and sometimes causing damage to houses and towns. There's also similar damage when landslides slide down a mountain, sometimes causing floods. Water can do a lot of damage. Just think of tidal waves crashing down on coastal villages as terrifying tsunamis. Tsunamis often come after an earthquake, which moves the earth under the sea. Earthquakes usually cause the most damage in towns and cities, where buildings move and fall down. Weather extremes can also cause similar damage to life and property. I mean hurricanes and tornadoes, when the wind goes wild. Too much water is a problem, but too little can be just as bad. Look at drought, where the lack of water causes illness and shortage of food. Let's have another look at these natural disasters. We've looked at a volcanic eruption, a landslide, a flood, a tidal wave or tsunami, an earthquake, a hurricane, a tornado, and a drought.
Okay, can you tell me what the video is all about? Can someone tell me? You can raise.
May I, teacher?
Okay, you can, Safina.
From my point of view, I think the video is about natural disaster.
Yes,
right?
that's correct. Good job, Safina. Okay, what are the natural disasters that you could find in the video? Can someone raise your hand and answer? Okay, Hannah, you may answer.
All right, sorry. I think it's a volcano eruption,
Okay.
earthquake, tsunami, and hurricane. If I'm not mistaken, teacher.
That's correct. Good job, Hannah. Okay, anyone else can tell me what are the other natural disaster that were shown in the video?
Me, teacher.
Okay, Hatim.
The things that I can see from the video is about tsunami
Is that all?
and earthquake.
Okay. Okay, good job, Hatim. So, can you guess what are we going to learn today? Anyone?
Natural disaster.
Yes, that's correct. So today we are going to learn about natural disasters, and there are 4 natural disasters that I'm going to highlight for today's lesson, which is earthquakes, volcano eruption, tsunami, and hurricanes. So are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Let's get started. So now I'm going to show you a reading text. Wait, I will present to you. Yeah, this one. Wait. Wait. Okay, so from the reading text, I want all of you to focus and understand the text carefully because later all of you are going to answer some questions based on the text without looking at the text. So can you all do that? Class?
Yes, teacher.
Why are you all
Yes,
so
teacher.
quiet?
Teacher, I'm hungry.
Go eat lah.
Later if I eat,
Okay,
you marah.
After class, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, good. So, so for the first text, who would like to volunteer to read it out loud? Okay, Jiha, you can read the text.
Okay. Why do earthquakes happen? The surface of the earth has not always looked as it does today. It is moving continuously, al- al- although very slowly, and has done so for billions of years. Scientists can predict where but not when this might happen, and the area between plates is called fault line. However, earthquakes do not always happen on fault lines, which is why they are so dangerous and unpredictable.
Okay, thank you, Jiha. So, what can you understand from this text? Anyone would like to tell me?
The
Okay.
main takeaway that I got from this tag is that the surface of the earth has not always looked as it does today, meaning that the earthquake may change the landscape of the surface of the earth from my understanding of the text.
Okay.
Yes, that is all, teacher.
Okay, that's correct. From the text, we can read that the scientists can predict where, but not when, as this might happen, and the area between plates is called fault line. So, anyone here knows what is fault line? No one? It's okay, I will explain. So, what is fault line? Fault line is a break or fracture in the earth crust. Okay. As you can see from the picture, this is the block of earth crust that meet together. So fault lines are under enormous pressure from the two pieces of the earth crust, which is these two blocks. So when the two pieces of the earth crust pushing together, so the faults will eventually give way to the pressure, which causing the earthquakes. So there are three types of fault line. First is reverse fault, normal fault, and strike slip fault. So these three fault line is like a break or fracture in the earth crust. So when the two pieces of the earth crust pushing together, it will give way to the pressure, which causing the earthquakes. Do you guys understand?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. So moving on to the next text. Who would like to volunteer to read it out loud? Anyone? Okay, Hannah, you may read.
Why do volcanoes happen? Volcanoes happen where the Earth's crust is thin, lava, dust and gases burst out and erupt from beneath and Earth. They can rise into a massive cone shape, like a mountain, and uh, I don't know how to pronounce it, teacher. Is it erupt?
Yes, correct.
Okay, erupt. Or they can be so violent that they just explode directly from the earth with no warning. There are 1,511 active volcanoes in the world. This means that they may still be dangerous.
Okay, thank you, Hannah. Okay, so volcano is one of the most dangerous natural disasters. Volcanic eruptions can result in additional threats to health, such as floods, mudslides, outages, drinking water contamination, and wildfires. People also have died from volcanic blasts. So, have you all know where the volcanoes usually happen? Anyone?
I
Anyone?
don't know, teacher.
So usually this volcano happen in the um, North America, which is in Hawaii or in Indonesia. So places like that. So okay, does all of you understand how the volcanoes happen?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So moving on to the next text, which is the tsunamis. Who would like to volunteer to read the text?
Teacher,
Okay, you may start, Hatim.
why do tsunamis happen? A tsunami is a series of a much larger wave. These waves are caused by the movement of a large amount of energy through the water. But this energy does not come from wind. Instead, the energy is caused by an underwater volcanic eruption, an underwater landslide, or most commonly an earthquake on the ocean floor. The wave can cross an entire ocean in less than 1 day without losing energy. When the tsunami is far away from the shore, it can be hard to spot. This is because the energy is moving through the entire depth of the water, and the wave of the tsunami can be as small as 1 meter tall. However, as the tsunami gets closer to shore and the water becomes shallower, there is a less water for the huge amount of energy to move through. This causes the wave to slow down and the water to become much taller.
Okay, thank you, Hatim. Okay, so from the text, what can you understand? Anyone? Anyone would like to answer? What can you understand from the text?
Teacher, I think the text is telling about the process of tsunami. Is it correct?
Yes, correct. So, tsunamis can cause great loss of life and property damage, including destruction of homes, utilities, critical infrastructure, and facilities. As you can see in this picture, tsunami destroys the trees, the house, and many more. Have you been in this situation before? Anyone?
No.
No.
No, right? Okay, that's a great news. I really hope all of you won't be in this situation ever. This is a very sad news for all of us. So, does all of you understand how the tsunami happened?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, great. Let's move on to the next text. Okay, this is the last text. Who would like to volunteer and read the text? Okay, Sofina, you can read the text.
Okay. Why do hurricanes happen? A hurricane is a huge storm that forms over warm ocean water. Bands of thunderstorms form and swirl around and around because of the rotation of the earth. As more and more thunderstorms form, the hurricane gets bigger and bigger. A hurricane is one of the world's worst storms because it can last for days or weeks. Hurricanes can also be very large. They may cover hundreds of miles and affect large areas of land. For a storm to be classified as a hurricane, wind speed within the storm had to reach at least 74 miles per hour. But hurricane winds can reach speed of over 155 miles per hour. A large amount of destruction may occur with winds that strong. Roof may be torn off houses, buildings may be flattened, trees topple over. Hurricanes are deadly, but not just because of their winds. They can also produce very heavy rains and huge waves that slam into the coastline.
Okay, thank you, Sorfina. So, from this text, we can understand that hurricane is one of the worst natural disaster because from the hurricane can cause demolishing docks, houses, roads, and many more. And the strong winds and flooding can uproot plants and kill land animals and natural areas. Like you can see from the pictures, the roofs may turn off houses and also the trees and the natural areas. So, okay, so that's all for the text. So, all of you understand the text that we read together?
Yes,
Okay,
teacher.
good. Because now we are going to do some activities which linked to the text that we read earlier. Okay, wait. Hmm. Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Do you want me to zoom in or you can see clearly?
Zoom in a bit.
Okay, wait. Hmm. Can you see the text?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. So, okay, now we are going to do some activities. I'm going to give you a link to the activity. Wait, I will give you through this chat box. Okay, did you all get the link? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
So, based on the text that you read earlier, you have to match the sentences with the correct picture. So, I will give you around 2 to 3 minutes to complete the task. Can you do that, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, good. You may start now. So, if you have finished the task, you can raise the hand emoji here so that I will know that all of you are done with the task. Okay, so Rafina has done. The others? Okay, good. Jiha, are you done? Okay, good. So let's discuss the answer. Who would like to answer question number 1?
Me.
Okay, you can start, Hatim.
Okay. It can be rise into a massive cone shape, and they can be so violent that they just explode directly from the earth with no warning. I think the correct picture is the second picture. It's talk about a volcano.
Is that correct, class?
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
That's correct. So from the text that we can tell from the massive cone shape, which talks about the volcano. That's correct, Hatim. Let's give Hatim a round of applause. Class, give him a round of applause. Okay, good. Okay, for the next question, who would like to answer? Hana, what is the
Wait.
answer for question number 2?
Question number 2. A large amount of destruction may occur and also produce very heavy rains and huge waves that slam into the coastline. So I think it's the picture number 4.
This one?
The picture number 4. Yes, teacher.
Is that correct, class?
Yes, teacher. Correct.
Teacher.
Okay, good job, Hana. Give Hana a round of applause. Okay, for the next question, who would like to answer?
Jiha.
Okay, Jiha.
I think for number 3, teacher.
Yep.
Number 3, scientists can predict where this might happen, but not when, which is why they are so dangerous and unpredictable. I think it matches with the picture number 1, teacher.
Which is?
Earthquake.
Yes, that's correct. Give Jiha a round of applause. Class. Okay, good. For the last question, who would like to answer? Yes, Sofina?
Okay. It is caused by an underwater volcanic eruption and underwater landslide, or most commonly an earthquake on the ocean's floor. The answer is picture number 3, tsunamis.
Yes, that's correct. Good job, Sofina. Now, I want all of you to give a round of applause to all of you. Okay, class? Okay, good. Okay, moving on to the next activity. I want you to sit in pairs and we will proceed to the next activity. Wait. Okay. From the same link, I want you to open to the next activity, which is this one. Can you see the activity?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So, for this activity, I want each pair to reconstruct at least 3 out of 4 following texts by finding where the following sentences are. So, there are 5 sentences and you have to match it in the blank spaces, and there is one extra sentence that you do not need. So I want you to finish this activity in pairs within 5 minutes. Can you do that, class?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you may start now. Have you got your pairs?
Yes,
Yeah.
teacher.
Okay, good.
Yes.
If you're done, you can raise the hand emoji here so that I will know that you are done with the task. The emoji. Okay, good. Hana has done. Jiha also. Okay, Jiha, I know. Okay, good. So all of you has done with the task. So let's discuss. Okay, who would like to answer question number 1?
Me.
Okay, you may go, Hatim.
Mm, okay.
Read the text first.
The danger from a tsunami.
No, no, no.
Oh.
The text
Oh.
that's
Okay.
with the tsunamis.
Tsunami that strike coastal location in the Pacific Ocean basin are most always caused by earthquake. Uh, we answer number two. A regional tsunami from a local earthquake could strike some area before a tsunami warning could be announced.
Okay, is that correct, class?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct. Good job, Hatim and Jiha. Okay, for the next question, who would like to answer? Anyone?
Me, teacher.
Okay, you may start, Safina.
Um, some tsunamis can be very large. In coastal areas, their height can be as great as 30 feet or more, 100 feet in extreme cases, and they can be moved inland several hundred feet. Is that correct?
Is that correct, class?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct. Good job, Safina and Hana. Okay, for the next question, who would like to answer? Okay, Jiha, you may answer the third question.
Should I read the one before it too?
What do you mean?
The third question is C, right?
Yep,
So should I read the one before it too? The
yep.
one all low lying. Okay. All low-lying coastal areas can be struck by tsunamis. A tsunami consists of a series of waves. Often the first wave may not be the largest. The danger from a tsunami can last for several hours after the arrival of the first wave.
Is that correct, class?
Yes.
Yes.
That's correct. Good job, Jiha. Okay, for the last question, who would like to answer? Okay, Hana, you can answer the last question. Wait.
Should I read the before the last
Yes.
question? Okay. Tsunamis can move faster than a person can run. Sometimes a tsunami causes the water near shore to recede, exposing the ocean floor. The force of some tsunamis is enormous, and large rocks weighing several tons along with boats and other debris can be moved inland hundreds of feet by the tsunami wave activity. Homes and other buildings are destroyed. All this material and water move with great force and can kill or injure people.
You can.
Oh, okay. Tsunamis can occur at any time, day or night, and tsunamis can travel up rivers and streams that lead to the ocean.
Okay, so the answer is the number 5, right?
Yes.
Is that correct, class?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, that's correct. So I want all of you to give a round of applause to the one that answered correct. Good job, class. Okay, moving on to the next activity. Um, okay, this one. So for this activity, with the same partner, and okay, for the next activity, I want you to complete the sentence with the correct answer and reenact the dialogue with your pair. So first, you have to complete the sentence, and after you are done, I will choose one pair to reenact the dialogue, or you want to volunteer also can. Okay, class. I will give you 5 minutes to complete the task. You may start now. And if you are done, like usual, just raise your hand. The hand emoji. Okay, class? Are you done, class? Okay, Jihad.
Yes.
Okay,
Me and
okay.
Jiha would like to share our answer to the class teacher.
Okay, good. So, who would like to be Danny?
I will be Danny.
And Jiha will be Chuck. Okay, you may start the dialogue.
Hey, do you feel that?
Yeah, the ground is shaking. We are having an earthquake. What should we do?
Oh, don't panic. Let's stand in the doorway. My mother said that the doorway is a safe place.
I still feel it. This is a strong earthquake.
Yeah, I feel it too.
Oh, I think it stopped now. Are you scared?
Just a little. Earthquake are very scary.
Good job, Hatim and Jiha. That was some great acting. So, does Sorfina and Hana get the same answer?
Yes, teacher. The same answer.
So, do
Yes.
you think they did any wrong? Is there any wrong answer there?
No,
We are
they.
confident with our answer, teacher.
Okay, so all of you did a great job. And yeah, let's give all of us a round of applause. Okay, so we have reached to the end of the lesson. So, do you have any questions? Anyone?
Me,
No
teacher,
question? Oh, yes,
I
I think.
have a question. Do you have any experience with natural disaster?
Mm, I think so far, no. Alhamdulillah, I've been blessed with not encountering any natural disaster. Did you?
No.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. That's good. That's a great news. Okay, anyone? Is there any question?
No, 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 teacher.
Okay,
No,
good.
teacher.
So, I want one student to tell me what have we learned today. Anyone?
Natural disaster.
Which is?
Earthquake, tsunami, hurricane, mudslide.
Volcano. Volcano eruption.
Yes, that's correct. Good job. Okay, so today we have learned about natural disasters, and there are 4 natural disasters that I highlighted today, right? Correct, class? So does all of you
Yes.
understand for today's lesson?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Yes.
that's good. So before we end our class, I will give homework for you to do, and I want you to submit it tomorrow. Okay? Okay, now open your exercise book and write the question. So the instruction is you can choose one natural disaster shown and write your opinion on which natural disaster do you think is the worst and why on your exercise book. So I want all of you to to complete the task and submit it tomorrow. Can you do that, class?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So that is all for our lesson today. Thank you, class.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
teacher.
Bye.